Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon as we will be discussing our proposal for the shops of Uptown. My name is Tiana and I am joined today with Gracie, Vanessa, and Anna. We are Synergy Solutions. Our goal is to support your needs to promote the strength and longevity of this REIT. We have done this by analyzing the market, demographics, and tenant mix.
Now for an overview of our property. So we are located in Park Ridge, Illinois, which is within Cook County. As you can see, we're in a prime spot downtown with lots of nearby amenities. Here's the overview of our property, given the key information from the case.
Here, we evaluate 3 proposed options for the shops of Uptown using property value, effective gross income, and net operating income. Key findings show that the short-term hold or immediate sale may not align with Petco's goals, as frequent tenant turnovers in the short term could deter potential buyers and compromise stable cash flows. While selling would generate immediate cash, it does not support Petco's objective of consistent cash flow generation over the portfolio growth. Therefore, since property value, EGI, and NOI are all trending upward, we recommend holding the asset long-term to maximize cash flow potential and enhance the asset contribution to Petco's portfolio stability.
The vacancy rate has steadily decreased and recovered from the effects of the pandemic in Cook County. This further supports our recommendation for a long-term hold. In our research, we analyzed nearby grocery-anchored plazas to see what the competitors in the area were. As you can see, there is quite a variety in the Park Ridge area among other retailers. Careful consideration on offerings nearby are essential in our analysis to ensure the success of your tenants. Petco's nearby plazas are catered to the demographics of those specific regions, following the theme of grocery anchored with a fitness offering service, along with other service providers and retailers. We considered the current tenant mix in those plazas and use it as a guide to inform a recommendation for the future tenant mix of the shops of Uptown based on Park Ridge's demographics. This allows us to diversify the portfolio, mitigating risk in the long term by adding new tenants to the mix. Within Park Ridge, Illinois, we compared the population with the 2010 census, the estimated 2023 population, and the projected 2028 population. We compared these on the 1, 3, and 5 mile radius. We see increases in the population as the years progress, and as we move further away from the subject, which is a positive sign for future customers and long-term profitability of the retailers and the plaza as a whole. The Park Ridge census block is a higher income area. The average household income decreases as we move further away, and same with the per capita income. This shows the residents in the immediate vicinity of the plaza have more disposable income to spend on retail, supporting the tenants in the long term. In our consumer profile, the median age is 45.1 years, and the most common education attainment is a bachelor's degree, with the second highest form of education being a graduate degree. The most prevalent ethnicity in Park Ridge is white, and then smaller populations of Hispanic and Asian. Based on these demographics and the current tenant mix, we want to continue to cater to the current majority. With the age demographic and the trends on the current tenants, we want to continue to support the overall health and well-being of the Park Ridge residents.
Based on our analyses, we have devised a plan to support a long-term hold in relation to your needs. The first step of our plan is to fill the 3 vacant units within the first 5 years of the hold. We have chosen to fill the 4,077 square foot unit with a CVS. This addition would fulfill a local need for access to essential health and wellness products. An ideal tenant for the 4,400 square foot unit is a Sephora. Based on the demographics, this tenant can drive significant foot traffic to the plaza. Being that it is on a corner, we have decided to charge a higher rate to account for higher traffic. The third unit should be occupied by a hair salon. Given the fact that it is already set up for a salon, it would be a simple turnover with minimal accommodations. We've assumed $30 per square foot for both CVS and the salon to set a base rent in comparison to other units in the plaza. Under the assumption that 50% of tenants will renew, we have chosen the 10 strongest units to assume renewal after their respective leases conclude. We have outlined the following variables to determine this. These units include a higher NER, longer lease terms, higher rents, and previous lease terms to show loyalty. Based on our research, the tenants we have assumed to not renew are Mathnasium, Club Pilates, Pure Bar, Align Modern Health, Orange Theory, Mughal Biryani House, and PK. To prepare for this, we have researched other tenants who may have higher success and become more stable for this REIT. We have analyzed replacement food tenants and new services and have added clothing tenants. We believe these new tenants will cater to the targeted demographic and round out our property to support a live, work, play approach to living.
In alignment with the TIF, it is essential to foster community growth. We propose to host events such as outdoor fitness classes, food festivals, and seasonal markets. This will create a welcoming atmosphere to promote traffic and support Petco's mission. This slide represents the key assumptions that were used in many of our financial analysis. So now we wanted to bring it back to our investors. To do this, we analyzed the REIT's returns for long-term investors using the property's net asset value, which shows a positive growth over time. This is favorable for our investors, especially those with a long-term investment horizon, as most of Petco's REIT's investors are. It also demonstrates compound returns. As suggested, holding on to your investment could yield compound returns in the future for this REIT. We understand that these values are diluted due to the sheer size of Petco's REIT, but we believe that they still represent future returns for investors over the long-term holding of uptown shops. Additionally, we calculated the sensitivity analysis for a long-term holding scenario, which highlighted NOI sensitivity to changes in vacancy and bad debt, as well as rent growth. This analysis highlights the need for the tenant stability that we previously presented and using rent escalations. By doing this, we continue to maximize Petco's long-term value.
As highlighted throughout the presentation, it has been proven the strengths and opportunities outweigh the threats and weaknesses, and the benefits are clear to hold in the long term. Thank you for listening.